LPBW's Tori Roloff sent a clear message about Matt's farm decision. The Roloff family has faced its fair share of ups and downs, but nothing has divided them quite like the ongoing drama surrounding the future of Roloff Farms. For longtime fans of Little People Big World, LPBW, the tension between Matt Roloff and his children, especially Zach Roloff, over the fate of the family property has become one of the show's most emotionally charged storylines. Now Zach and his wife, Tori Roloff, are making their feelings known, and their message is anything but subtle. The legacy of Roloff Farms. Roloff Farms has always been the heart and soul of Little People of Big World. Purchased by Matt and Amy Roloff in 1990, the 100-acre property in Hillsboro, Oregon became the backdrop for the family's daily life and adventures. Over the years, it transformed into a popular tourist destination, with pumpkin season tours, weddings, and events. More importantly, it represented a dream, something Matt worked tirelessly to build and hoped to keep in the family. For years, viewers watched as Matt talked about passing the farm on to one or more of his children. Most assumed that Zach, his only son with dwarfism, would be the natural choice. Zach had always expressed interest in staying involved with the farm, and he worked there, helped during pumpkin season, and showed a passion for keeping the tradition alive. The fallout. Zach and Matt's deal falls apart. However, that dream began to crumble during season 23 when negotiations between Matt and Zach over buying a portion of the farm fell apart. Fans were shocked when Matt announced he had listed part of the property for sale after talks with Zach and Jeremy reportedly failed. Zach and Tori were just as stunned. "We weren't on the same page," Zach said in a confessional. "He manipulated the narrative before the season began. I was extremely offended." Tori, too, was clearly hurt, calling the situation heartbreaking. Shortly afterward, the couple made a major decision. They were moving away from the farm, both physically and emotionally. A quiet move, a loud statement. In late 2021, Zach and Tori relocated to Battleground, Washington, roughly an hour north of Roloff Farms. The move was quiet, but symbolically loud. The couple purchased a beautiful home with a big backyard for their 3 children, Jackson, Lila, and Josiah, and seemingly made a clean break from the farm drama. To many fans, this was a clear sign. Zach and Tori were done trying to make things work with Matt over the farm. While they never completely shut the door on family, their decision to move away marked a definitive shift in priorities. They wanted peace, not property. It wasn't worth the battle. In a now famous scene from season 24, Zach candidly revealed why he backed out of the deal with Matt. "It just wasn't worth the battle anymore," he said. "I want my kids to grow up with good memories of their grandparents, not tension and arguments over land." Tori echoed this sentiment. "At the end of the day, we're raising our kids. That's what matters. If we have to create new traditions elsewhere, we will." This was a pivotal moment in the show. The farm, once the epicenter of Roloff life, was no longer a shared dream. Zach and Tori were choosing emotional well-being over inherited property, and they didn't regret it. Sending a message through action. While Zach and Tori haven't always spoken directly about Matt's decisions in recent months, their actions have spoken volumes. Minimal farm visits. Fans have noticed that Zach and Tori rarely visit Roloff Farms anymore, even during major events like pumpkin season. In past years, Zach was front and center during the festivities. Now, his absence is glaring. This absence serves as a subtle but pointed message. They no longer see the farm as their home base. Building their own legacy. Rather than dwelling on what could have been, Zach and Tori have focused on building their own legacy. They share frequent updates on their family adventures, backyard renovations, homeschooling efforts, and parenting milestones. In doing so, they've shown that happiness doesn't depend on a piece of land. It comes from shared values and emotional support. For many fans, this independent path has made them even more relatable and admirable. Social media signals. Tori's Instagram has become a window into the couple's state of mind. While she doesn't directly criticize Matt, her posts often allude to the couple's commitment to protecting their peace. In one post, Tori shared a photo of her kids playing in their yard with the caption, "This is our happy place. No drama, just love." To fans, it felt like a not-so-subtle jab at the farm feud. The grandkids are caught in the middle. One of the most heartbreaking parts of the farm fallout is the effect it has had on the grandchildren. Zach has expressed frustration that the tension has made it difficult for the kids to have consistent access to their grandparents and the farm experiences he once cherished. Tori has also admitted that while she's open to mending fences, she won't put her children in a toxic environment. "We love family, and we want them around our kids, but we also want healthy relationships," she said during a Kwanda. This protective stance highlights just how far the rift has gone. It's no longer just about real estate. It's about trust, boundaries, and healing old wounds. Matt's perspective. To be fair, Matt has his own version of the events. In multiple interviews and episodes, he's expressed disappointment that the deal with his sons didn't work out. He claims he tried to be flexible and fair, but ultimately felt that neither Zach nor Jeremy were ready to take on the responsibility of the farm. Instead, Matt proposed selling part of the farm to outsiders and possibly keeping a smaller portion for himself and Karen Chandler to enjoy. This decision enraged some fans who felt he betrayed the very vision he built the show on, passing the farm down to the next generation. Despite the backlash, Matt has stuck to his guns, emphasizing that he had to make the best decision for himself and the business. The wedding delay and more strained relations. In a recent blow to hopes of reconciliation, Matt and Corinne postponed their dream wedding in Hawaii due to a family health crisis. Some speculate that underlying family tensions also played a role. Zach and Tori's strained relationship with Matt has reportedly made wedding planning difficult. Sources close to the family suggest that if the wedding were to happen today, it's unclear if Zach and Tori would even attend. This speaks volumes about where things currently stand and what kind of message the younger Roloffs are still sending. Fans are choosing sides. The LPBW fandom is divided. Some believe Matt had every right to sell the farm and protect his financial interests. Others think he misled his children and prioritized profit over family unity. Meanwhile, many fans admire Zach and Tori for standing up for their values. They chose peace over property. That's something to be proud of, one fan wrote on Reddit. Others praise the couple for refusing to let their children grow up in a fractured environment. Zach and Tori are breaking the cycle. That's not weakness, it's strength. Will they ever reconcile? The big question is whether Matt and Zach can repair their relationship. Both sides have expressed interest in making amends, but the damage seems deep. Still, there's hope. Family dynamics evolve, and time often softens even the harshest of divisions. If nothing else, the arrival of more grandkids or a major life event could bring them back together, even if just temporarily. Until then, Zach and Tori's message is clear. Family isn't about land, it's about love, respect, and shared values. And they're no longer willing to compromise theirs for the sake of tradition. Final thoughts. The Roloff family saga continues to unfold, but one thing is certain. Zach and Tori have chosen a new path, one that prioritizes emotional health over inheritance. Their decision to step away from Roloff Farms may have hurt, but it also liberated them. By walking away from the tension, they've created space for something even more powerful: peace. Through their actions, words, and silence, Zach and Tori are sending a clear message about Matt's farm decision, and it's one that fans are finally beginning to understand. Let me know if you want this broken into sections for posting or turned into a slideshow article format for your blog or site. Little people. Big World fans were overjoyed to see the new collection of seasonal family photos that Tori Roloff shared on social media. The LPBW alum and her husband, Zach Roloff, took the photos during a recent family trip to an apple orchard. The reality TV stars posed with their 3 young children in front of the sign, welcoming visitors to Old World apples. The photo captured the look of fall as the Roloffs stood in front of a few bales of hay and perched upon pumpkins that were set out beneath the orchard's welcome sign. All a mom wants in life. Go to Cute Apple Orchard with her cute family and take cute photos and get cute apple cider. Tori wrote to caption the photos, which she shared on Instagram on Saturday, September 28. Zach later teased his wife when he left a comment on the post that read, "All a mom wants until about 2 o'clock today when a new cute idea comes up." Tori posed a single emoji in response. In addition to the snapshot that the family of 5 posed for together, Tori's 5-part Instagram carousel included a photo of her 3 children: son Jackson, 7, daughter Lila, 4, and son Josiah, 2, smiling while standing side by side in the orchard. Subsequent photos showed Zach holding Josiah's hand as they walked around, Jackson sitting with an arm around his brother, and the toddler looking up at the camera while surrounded by fallen apples. Fans gushed over the adorable photos in the post's comment section, with one declaring that they are everything. Adorable family, one person praised, while another described the photos as cute, cute, cute. Cutest kids ever, one. Instagram user commented as another agreed, writing, "Yep, y'all nailed the cute." Little People Big World stars Zach and Tori Roloff recently posted a fun video featuring themselves and their 3 kids. But recently, the TLC couple sent a bold message to critics after the clip went viral. In the most recent episode of their Raising Heights podcast, Tori and Zach addressed the slew of negative comments they received from an AUG17 Instagram post. The video showed the reality stars dancing with their children, Jackson, 7, Lila, 4, and Josiah, 2, who all have achondroplasia dwarfism like their father. "Tori and me had a viral post recently," Zach said on their podcast. "Literally, we're having a great family night. We're like, let's go upstairs and make a reel. We just throw it on social media and the next thing you know, it's like wild." But the comments on it, there's so many negative comments, Zach added. Examples of nasty messages included, "Stop reproducing. Why would she willingly keep having kids if they're gonna look like this?" And, "From one problem to 3 problems." Zach explained that he neither responds to negative comments nor is he necessarily affected by them. The father of 3 also discouraged fans from defending them in the comments.